Hey, it's nutritionist and maintainable weight loss coach Trisha Mandis here, and I am thrilled because I have my latest 10-week graduate, Lisa Ketro, here. She is 53 years old in Tennessee, and she runs 3 of her own businesses, and she's an amazing woman. Thank you so much for being here, Lisa.
You're welcome.
All right, let's get into it. Lisa, how did you struggle with your weight and your health before you joined the program? How were you feeling in your day-to-day life at that time?
Very sluggish, in a lot of pain, and had no energy whatsoever.
Are you comfortable sharing why that was?
Yes, I have MS, and also was diagnosed with stage 2 diabetes, or however you want to say that. And I was on a lot of medications. I was taking over 11 pills a day, as well as taking an injection in my spine once a week. And I was just not in a very good place, in a lot of pain, could not hardly move, and not very active at all, and no energy. At the end of the day, I was just dead.
So what did you want for yourself? Why did you decide to join the program?
They kept telling me that food was my problem. I had a food allergy since I was diagnosed many years ago with MS, and that food was an issue for me, number one. And number two, I did not believe anyone when they said that you can just lose weight without pills, without any other type of program. And I needed to find that out for myself. And I did.
So weight was a concern, and how you were feeling was a concern, and it was more complicated for you because you have MS and had type 2 diabetes. So that made it all the more challenging. And then you joined the program, and I'm so glad you did for so many different reasons. But what have you accomplished since you've been here in 10 weeks? What results have you gotten?
Number one, I've accomplished, my A1C was 7.9. The last check was 5.1, and I know now it has gone down less than that. I am off of metformin. I am no longer taking that medication. I have not taken a pain pill in the last 20 days. My injections in my spine has been reduced to 1 of every 8 weeks, not once a week, once every 8 weeks. I have more energy. I am now walking. I haven't walked in 2.5 years. I'm walking. My clothes are fitting. Clothes that I was taking to Goodwill, I've actually got out of the bag and I'm wearing them, and they are even loose. And I have dropped a size to almost, in some cases, 2 sizes. And I am just feeling so energetic. I'm at the end of the day, it's still 9 o'clock at night, and I'm still active and realizing, oh my gosh, it's not time to go to bed yet. It's, and I've got a lot of energy.
I'm glad you can see it. Those who are just watching the video probably couldn't see, but I had the biggest smile on my face the whole time you were just sharing all of that. That's technically reversing diabetes. You're not on your diabetes medication, and your A1C is saying you're no longer diabetic, which is amazing. So how many medications are you on now? You were 11 pills a day before. You reduced your injectable in your back as well, but how many pills are you on a day now?
3. I mean, it's like, I didn't need those pills, but I needed them because that's how bad I was feeling, and just to get going. You don't need that when you eat optimally. I mean, you don't need those.
Yeah, and that's really wonderful to hear that you had such a supportive doctor too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. What hesitations, Lisa, did you have about signing up for the program, and why?
Well, I'm used to make fun of vegetarians, or I would say, they were tree huggers. And now I'm proud to say I'm a tree hugger. I don't mind eating plant-based food. And I have learned a lot about it. Maybe years ago, it might have tasted, as I call it, yucky. You can really find some good combinations that you can win with. I mean, you really can. I have.
And you've even done that while traveling all over the country.
Yes.
Running 3 businesses. How many hours a week do you work?
Oh gosh. I I would say at least 100, 7, maybe 80 to 100 hours a week.
That's a lot. That
Yeah.
is a lot.
Yes.
So other than being concerned about how the food was going to taste, what other hesitations did you have?
Um, going going places, having the having the opportunity to eat optimally was a very big concern of mine. But if you prepare yourself and are prepared, and when you become mentally prepared, you know what's right and what's wrong, and you actually do, you I don't know, you it just you your habits change, everything changes. And it's a great sense when you start to feel better and you start to look at the scale, or you start to put on those pants that you haven't worn for a long time. They fit and they're loose. It's rewarding, is the bottom words.
That's fantastic. So you were worried about being able to do it while you travel because you travel
Oh,
and work so much. But through the program, you've learned how to change your habits and change how you think and just change how you're prepared to get to the point where, and tell me if you think you're here yet or if you're on your way, that it becomes second nature once you go through that process.
yeah, I'm not there yet, but it is, I'm on my way. I mean, there's many temptations out there. And I go to a lot of different business meetings that has an array of food in front of you. But I have became very aware, and I know, and you do. But I'm not 100% there yet, but I am on my way.
Yeah, you definitely are. Even our conversation last week, homework assignment, it's like, yeah, you're definitely on your way. Would you recommend the program to others who are also struggling with their weight, have an additional diagnosis, are in pain, have yo-yo dieted their whole life, but they still really want to improve their health in their life? Would you recommend the program? Why or why not?
Yes, I have already. I have already recommended it to 5 other friends that are also having issues health wise. And I have also spoken at my research center to let them know, hey, here's an optimal problem that we talked about, and I'm doing it, and this is the end result. So yes, absolutely.
That's fantastic. What are you most excited for yourself now, Lisa, moving forward, that with your health and your life, now that your health is improved, that maybe
Well,
you weren't excited for before?
I mean, a lot of people probably don't go through this, but every day I used to have to pray to get up to go to be able to walk. And now I don't do that. I jump out of bed and I'm going, and I'm going all day long without nonstop. And I that is rewarding in itself. I Anybody that has that, you don't have that fear. Like, I don't have that fear of my health anymore. And that's why I don't want to take a step backwards. I don't want to go back to eating that way. I optimally look at everything I try to do, and if it's not good for me, I don't want it. I don't. And I bake for we have own a restaurant, and I make baked goods for the restaurant. I no longer lick the bowl. I no longer eat or taste it to see how it tastes. I don't do any of that. And that's amazing for me.
Yeah, that is. And one of the most amazing things you've said this whole interview so far is that you're no longer, and this is, if this was your exact words just a few seconds ago, but you're no longer living in fear anymore. And that
Exactly.
you don't have to think about that fear, that you can just engage in life with the way that you want to.
Yes. And I also discovered my husband made a statement. This was yesterday when we were working together. He says, there is not one time in the last 6 weeks you have said to me, I'm fat, or look at me. What's wrong? He says, Lisa, that's amazing. I mean, for you to not have that, I am so happy you're not saying those words anymore. And I didn't realize. I don't even say that. I'm not conscious of my weight any longer. I mean, I haven't lost a lot, but I'm telling you, it's everything else that has been reduced in my attitude towards life.
That's
It's been,
amazing. Make sure you
yeah.
add that to your evidence list. That's
Okay.
more proof. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's a really
Yeah.
good. Is there anything else, Lisa, you'd like to share with the person that's watching this video that maybe you haven't said yet? Any final words?
I, I'm going to say this. You don't look at the money, you look at your life. Your life is worth so much more. The time is so much more. It's just learning to eat properly and optimally, that it will put you on the right track. I'm a believer now. I mean, I'm 150% a believer when I go to the grocery store, to everything. So yes, I'm a believer.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa. It's been such a joy having you here, and I'm going to miss you so much.
Thank you. I'm going to miss you too, but I'll be back. I think I'll be back.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it.